What is going on, guys? Hope everyone is having an excellent day. Today I want to talk about my 1 week using the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Let's get started. So this is the first Note that I have used ever since the Note 3. So using this is the similar experience of like going to the water park for the first time. Wow. I'm going to sound like a hypocrite because before using this phone, I used to think the same thing Steve Jobs said.
So what are we going to do? Oh, a stylus, right? We're going to use a stylus. No. No. Who wants a stylus?
But see, things have changed. Back then, the iPhone was the biggest screen, or at least a touch capacitive multi-touch screen ever, like in the world. But it was only at 3.5 inches. So you could imagine using a stylus on a 3.5-inch phone. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of tough. But now we got this beauty, which looks like I'm holding a laptop or a flat screen TV. Okay. Coming in at 6.8 inches, the Note 10 Plus is a neck breaker and a wallet breaker, but we'll get to that later. The phone was first said to have stainless steel sides like the iPhones, but unfortunately, they're keeping the material the same as the S10, which is just aluminum. The front of the phone is nothing but screen and a little hole punch for the camera. The rear of the phone includes this beautiful Aurora black color and a triple camera setup along with a depth camera and flash unit. The right side of the phone has nothing in terms of actions. All the buttons are on the left side of the phone. So you got the power and the Bixby button and the volume up and down button. And yes, the button is remappable, so you can either hold to activate Bixby or you can hold to activate the power menu. Your choice, your life, your rules, live by it. When you look at the bottom of the phone, you're going to be met with a USB-C port for charging the device and for the USB-C headphones that come in the box. You're also going to get a bottom firing speaker, no headphone jack, and the S Pen. As I've said before, I didn't like the idea of using a stylus on a phone. Just use your fingers, I said. And that's also what she said. But this thing right here is much more than a stylus. It's a continuation of your phone and a continuation of your productivity. Anytime the phone's laying flat on a desk, or maybe if I'm like watching a movie on my bed and I'm laying on my stomach with the phone in front of me, I'm literally like 99% of the time using the S Pen. You just get much more precise movements and interactions with the phone. In this year's Note, there are new sensors inside the pen for air gimmicks. I'm sorry, I meant to say air gestures. So if you click and hold the button located on the pen, the camera will pop up. If you do gestures while holding the button, the camera application will do what you tell it to do. It can even zoom in for you and zoom out for you. Some other applications like Snapchat also allow you to use the pen as a shutter button. And on YouTube, you can play, pause, and then swipe to the next video, all by using gestures. Are the air gestures cool? Yeah. Can I live without them? Yeah. I have two downsides with the pen, to be honest. First downside, it's glossy. Within like 10-15 minutes, once the oils from your fingers get to the pen, that thing's gonna be slipping left and right. God forbid you put it on the table, you're gonna have a hard time picking it back up from how slippery it is. My second downside is that the button is so flush with the rest of the body of the pen that, you know, during nighttime or when you're not really paying attention, it's kind of hard to feel out where the button is, what side of the pen the button is on. I wish they at least could have maybe did some sort of maybe like protrusions on the button, or maybe they could have made the button a different type of material, a more grippy material, just so we can tell the difference. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, the pen's pretty cool. The phone does have a more boxy look if you compare it to its little brother, the S10 Plus. Some may find that the S10 Plus is more comfortable. Some like the boxy look of the Note 10 Plus. Me, personally, I like the boxy look, and it also comes with a little bit of functionality as well. Since the phone is more boxy, I almost have no accidental touches on the screen. And for a phone that's 6.8 inches of pure screen, that says a lot. Now, I'm not sure if that's exactly because it's a boxy phone. Maybe they implemented some other technology into it. but I have 0 accidental touches. Meanwhile, on my S10 Plus that I have here, I have accidental touches every day if I don't use the case. So maybe that's because of the boxy design of the Note 10 Plus. Coming in at 196 grams, it's a thick boy, it's not light. But if you compare it to the OnePlus 7 Pro, which comes in at 206 grams, it's not bad. The screen on the Note 10 Plus is incredible, to say the least. It gets bright like the sun and the colors pop out like a coloring book. The HDR10 Plus makes watching movies a pleasant surprise. Whether you're playing games on your phone, multitasking on your phone, whatever it may be, this phone is not a slouch. With 12 gigabytes of RAM, UFS 3.0 storage, and the Snapdragon 855, trust me, this phone is gonna rocket its way through anything that you push it through. I have never had any issues with my Note 10 Plus lagging. But to be honest, I never had any issues with my S10 Plus lagging either, so take that for what you will. UFS 3.0 is really only going to be very noticeable when transferring large files to and from your computer. As of today, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus does have the fastest storage on any phone. Battery life on the Note 10 Plus is awesome. That's all I can say. It's fantastic. You can easily see between 6.5 hours to 9 hours of screen on time. In fact, here's a little preview for you guys. Usually I do get about 7 hours or a little more than 7 hours of screen on time, but that 9 hours is, I don't know how that happened. I really don't know. That's really insane. But even at 7 hours or roughly 7 hours, that's fine with me. I think that can easily last a day. If not, you do got that 25-watt charger, the fast charger. Oh man, this thing will literally charge your phone from 0 to 100 in about 1 hour. 1 hour 5, 1 hour 10 minutes. It's actually faster than the 30 or than the Warp Charge 30 that's in the OnePlus 7 Pro. Maybe you're a speed freak and you want to charge your phone in a blink of an eye. Well, relax, because we're not there yet. We can't do that. We don't got that technology. And I don't think we ever will, but we do got the next best thing. We got the 45-watt fast charging, which will charge your Galaxy Note 10 Plus from 0 to 100 in about half an hour. 35 minutes tops. I don't have it yet, it's not out yet, but I do have it ordered and it should arrive the 13th of September. So if you guys want to see a video on that, you know what to do. The next thing I love about the Note 10 Plus is the upgraded and now faster wireless fast charge. That just sounded weird. So that's pretty cool. This wirelessly charges at the same rate as this charges at, using the wire that's in the box. That's pretty cool. Good job, Samsung. But next year, I would really like to see 20-watt fast chargers, 22, 23, something, 25, 50. What's a phone without phone call quality? I'm happy to say it's perfect. In fact, the S10 Plus, anytime I'm on speakerphone with someone and I'm talking, to them like this at a distance, they don't really hear me that well. They hear more of the background and not really a lot of my voice. So that was kind of an issue I had. But I'm happy to say that with the Note 10 Plus, on speakerphone mode, the other person can hear you fine and you can hear the other person fine. And in your traditional, call when you're doing this, also sounds good for both parties. Good job, Samsung. Speaking of speakerphones, let's talk about how does it sound when watching a YouTube video, when playing music at full volume. Unfortunately, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus does sound better. And that is simply because you can actually see the speaker grill on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. But on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, you cannot even see the speaker grill because it is literally the size of a sheet of paper. In fact, the speaker grill is so small that at least 50% of the sound comes from this little top hole right about there. Yeah, I'm talking about this hole right there, this one. So that also means whenever you're on the phone call with someone, most of their sound is actually going away this way. So that being said, when listening to music and listening to videos, the S10 Plus does sound more full, simply because that speaker is fully firing at you. Meanwhile, with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, a little bit is firing at you, but majority is going straight up and then this speaker is going straight down. So when you're watching a video, you don't really get that full immersion. But it does get loud, don't get me wrong. It gets loud, it does the job fine. I'm just saying the S10 Plus is better. The camera is fantastic. It's pretty much exactly the same as the S10 Plus. So you guys already know what that looks like. I'll post a few pictures here. But so far, I like it. It's a great camera, and I'm finally glad Samsung has stepped up their night game, because night mode on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus is, I mean, just look. Well guys, I hope you did enjoy this little 1 week video. This phone's amazing, okay? Is it worth the price though? I don't know. I love this phone, don't get me wrong. This is the best phone I've used so far. It is, I mean, when you really use it for how it's meant to be used, this is a fantastic device. But is it worth the money? At $1,100, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait until my 1 month review to fully understand, because right now I'm still at my honeymoon stage. This phone can be a piece of crap and I will still love it because of the honeymoon stage, right? So give me about 3 more weeks. I'm gonna make a 1 month review and then we'll talk pricing. But until then guys, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.